Hi. This stream's going to be a little bit of a mess because it was unplanned a little bit. I'm messing with a new thing I got, a ring light. Watch this. Just gonna. Oh my goodness, that felt not good. So yeah, messing with the ring light, and I have a topic. I have a topic. What do you know? Boy, I hate repeating myself. I despise it. But I just got word from Chris Nelson on something that I've talked about before, and I thought, man, I said, I can't believe people are still talking like this about supernatural encounters. That's not really, man, not really part of the EU. It's kind of made up. They gave him direction a long time ago, and now it's kind of like a S Channing kind of thing. Whatever. It's so stupid. I've already argued this with Wikipedia, and then I hear more people talking like this. I mean, I'm sorry. You're free to think about what you want, but at the same time, you're going to sound like an idiot. If you want to sound like an idiot, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. But let me just go. Let me just go to Joe's site here. I got to read. I got to read this. All right. So let's see. Here we go. This is the site. Hey, StarWarsTimeline.net. Oh, it's right here for anyone to read from people who know, from people who were involved in the process of supernatural encounters. That I got to read this. And by the way, if I mispronounce something, hey, I don't care. There's no beat. Here we go. All right, so I got to read this. I hate reading this because you can read for yourself. But obviously, these people who keep saying, not really canon, no, not really technically canon, they obviously cannot read. So let me spoon feed you, let me baby feed you about what people who are actually involved in this, people like Lucasfilm, people who are officially involved with this, actually said. Not the people who are not involved with it, who are sitting in their own little room making commentary, talking like morons for a subject that they aren't involved in. And they don't know the situation. Why? Because they can't read. They can't read. It's on the website. It's on the website. Cold Encounters of the Star Wars Universe and Supernatural Encounters of the Star Wars Universe were originally intended to be published in articles in the Star Wars Gamer magazine as spiritual sequels to the University of San Brigade of Intelligent Life, the Marvel series in Star Wars Gamer 2000. It was pretty good. It says it's an in-universe article. Rich Hanley, another great guy, also involved a lot with the EU and hyperspace. Look him up, educate yourself on him. My good friend and co-author of Cold Encounters and I wrote for the first issue of the magazine with illustrations by Joe Caruni. And by the way, if you hear a trucker fart, that is my little daughter who is sitting here farting like a trucker. I just heard that. It's not me. You probably didn't pick that up, but I did. Hello. 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 That's my girl. Proud of her. All right, here we go. Although Rich and I received the green light from Lucasfilm. Oh, look, they received the green light for Encounters article. Only Cold Encounters was far along enough when the Star Wars Gamer ended in 2002. They were later conceptually reworked as Cold Encounters, excerpts from the last days of Arhul Hextafon and the Supernatural Encounters, the trial and transformations of Arhul Hextafon, an article even back then, 600-page novella. It was already 600 pages. Okay, respectively intended to be in publication of the Star Wars Hyperspace Service, the new Lucasfilm exclusive content initiative for which several articles, novellas, and short stories were commissioned, such as Rich Handley's Lando Calrissian, Idiot's Array, excellent short story, one of my favorites ever from hyperspace, in 2008, which has since been republished on Lucasfilm's Sabudu website. I recommend everyone checking it out. It's not there anymore. I wish you could check it out, but it's not there anymore. All right. The novellas, including Supernatural Encounters and Able Genius, Fantastic Skywalkers, a Clone Wars story. That was good. I like this one about Ben Kenobi delivering Luke to the Lars better. But it says they were published at the same time it was announced as editing is no longer in the works, has not concluded. In 2010, the hyperspace service was going to be discontinued. Boo/boo. Okay? I loved hyperspace. I thought it had a great amount of fiction, some web strips. It was awesome stuff. Talked about that before. That's not the point. I digress. Nearly all the Supernatural Encounters was written in 2008. Pablo Hidalgo. This is someone who works at Lucasfilm. This is someone in the know. This is someone who's involved. Not someone who's sitting there whining on his own little social media account saying, never canon. This is not canon. This is Pablo Hidalgo here, right? An old colleague of mine from West End Games, Joe, and the SWFA days, who was in charge of the Star Wars site, approved it for publication on hyperspace. A work this dense in continuity required the continued research of editing to make sure everything was right. So, as I was reassured by Pablo that I had time, I continued editing the manuscript. So it's growing from 600 pages now. After the announcement regarding hyperspace's cancellation, again, boo-who, I continued editing and adding to the work, incorporating elements from other expanded universe works, such as Fate of the Jedi novels, Clone Wars, and eventually even Star Wars. I'm sorry, I can't. Let's try that again. Star Wars. I can't say it. Anyway, as other Star Wars authors and content creators developed ideas that blended well with my own. All right, here we go. Sip, sip. Here we go. In turn, lore from Encounters duology was incorporated into the works by my colleagues, such as Enpotem Za in the 2007 Hyperspace article. It's a hyperspace article that referenced this, Aliens of the Empire, by Abel G. Pena and Rich Hanley. The Hypogen and Left-Handed God, the Left-Handed God, in the 2012 Becker and Mayer book work, Book of the Sith, Secrets from the Dark Side, by Dan Wallace, who included the element of mythology at the suggestion of Abel G. Pena, who had contributed to the Encounter duology. So this shares continuity with these other books. It's been referenced from here. Okay? Now, I mean, you don't have to do your homework. You have to read it from the people who are writing this, who are in charge of here. Okay? This takes zero effort. This takes zero effort to read. If you don't want to read it, you want to come up, you want to sit like the wise man on the hill, looking like a moron, saying it wasn't considered canon. This is getting annoying. All right, so here we go. This is, hey, don't touch me. Here. Woohoo, woohoo, baby, baby. There you go. And I have a baby in my arms. This makes it more legit. I'm about to have two because the other one's crying. I don't care. Here we go. Starting in late 2015, Rich Hanley and I, this is 2015 now, I approached Lucasfilm regarding the Encounter duology again as they expressed interest in publishing the works on the Star Wars blog. Matt Martin. Do you know who Matt Martin is? Do I have to tell you who Matt Martin is? You have to Wikipedia that too. Do you not know who that is? Is that someone who you know? Is that someone who would have maybe some authority from here? Who is Matt Martin? Well, Lucasfilm Story Group, of the Lucasfilm Story Group, who ran the site. And Dan Brooks, who ran the blog. Approved the works of publication. Oh, let's read that again. Approved the works of publication. Hey, 3 times the charm. Approved the works for publication, with the plan that being to publish them as parts doing the length in particular of Supernatural Encounters. However, not wishing to chop off the work, if possible, I suggested an alternative means of publication that I post them on my personal website in the manner of Abel G. Pena did with Skywalkers, which he had published earlier that year. They could then be linked or embedded into the blog. They approved this means of publication. Oh, let's do that again. They approved this means of publication. Hey, we're repeating everything 3 times like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory here. They approved this means of publication. I know, I'm upset too. I'm upset too. Can you lay down now? Can you lay down without crying your head off? Is that possible? Here, look, Patsy. Here, this. I can do all this. Here we go. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, they approved the work for publication with the plan that's being published them in parts due to the length in particular of wait. All right, so they approved this publication and my plan to further edit the works over the coming months to ensure they are up to date. And in 2017, I finally published Cult Encounters. Now, maybe this is where they say, okay, that's where it stops. Anything past 2017 doesn't count. All right? So, let's move on down. Is it licensed? Okay? Is the Supernatural Encounters licensed? Let's get to that part, because I'm going to skip into the argument that the morons who don't work for Lucasfilm, who weren't involved in creating this work, like to talk about like they know something, even though they don't. This is the most ignorant thing I've ever seen. It's like someone saying, I don't believe the Houston Texans are an NFL team because I have never seen a game with them. That's what it sounds like to me. They're just too stupid to look it up on the internet. All right, so here we go. So, is Supernatural Encounters licensed? Yes. Yes. I filled out the requisite legal documents, ACA 587 form, which is called a non-resident withholding application worksheet and W-9 tax form. Okay, he's shown all this. Did Joe have to show all this? No, he does not have to show all this. But he did, because there's morons who are not involved in the creation of this, who are not involved in the approval process of this, who do not work for Lucasfilm, who do not remotely know anyone who works at Lucasfilm, who feel that they are the authority for some reason to say, no, this is like S canon, it's not true canon. Okay, so when the stories were first approved for publication by Pablo Hidalgo, in the same licensing process I went through for previous contributions to the expanded universe. There isn't any Lucasfilm licensing process beyond this. On a similar note, it was never officially canceled. Rich Hanley and my 6 editors have seen the 2008 and 2013 emails between me and Lucasfilm, and I can attest to this. Okay, so anyway, here's the thing. Read. Educate yourself. All you have to do is read it. This is one of the most laziest things I have ever encountered in my entire life. Here, sit up here because brother's crying now. Brother can't believe there are so many morons in this world. Here, plug it. So, in conclusion, what's this? A, you can't read. You obviously can't read. B, you were never involved in the process. Unless you're involved in the approval process for this book, I think you should shut up. I'm being kind here. I think you should shut up. I hate repeating myself, but I have to repeat myself. I don't like repeating myself. I don't like it when the answer is staring you in the face from official people who are officially involved. I don't know. What else proof do you need? Matt, that's not the sun shining in my face. That must be a meteor. Look, new baby. I got twins. This one's crying too. What's up? Look at the ring light. Look at the ring light. Look at the ring light. You can only look at the light. Don't do this later on. If you get into action, you have to look at the light. You gotta look away from the light. Anyway, what the heck? How much clearer can this be? And it's like the person who this is maybe the second dumbest statement I've heard from people. First dumbest was when I argued that the Jedi have been around for thousands of generations. The old Republic's been around for 1,000 generations. And someone goes, "Can you give me a link to where Lucasfilm put that?" And I was like, "In the movie A New Hope." There's another dummy who I was quoting the Boba Fett article, the article that was on StarWars.com that explained the contradiction between Boba Fett's origin. The contradiction, right? Was he Jasper Real on Concord Dawn? Yes, it was both, and here's how. There's an article. It was right on the website at the time, and someone saying, can I have a link to StarWars.com? You need a link to StarWars.com because you're too lazy to type in StarWars.com and scroll down because it's on the front page. That's what I had to tell him. But now I get morons coming and saying supernatural encounters, not really fully EU legend. So it's not really a legend novel. And I know because you know nothing. You know nothing. You're illiterate, obviously. You can't read the website. So you know what? I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. What I mean, go to learn how to read. Get those little Reader's Digest. See spot, run, good spot, sit spot, walk spot, walk. Try small words. Build up your reading ability, and then read the article. Don't ask me for a link. Please don't ask me for a link. Just read. That's all you got to do. Can you read? It's maybe one of the problems with audiobooks. People listen to audiobooks and think they can read all of a sudden when they can't read. I don't know. Can they write? I don't know if people can write either. I'm just saying, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Here, let's laugh at them. Oh, my brain is bigger than yours. I don't know why he talks with an accent, but he does. My brain is the biggest of the big. And look, I give you my posterior to your argument, but it is not canon. There you go. Okay. So that was a little crass at the end. But anyway, okay. That's it. Done. Got to get back to watching babies.